Next up at UFC Qatar, we have Nurullo Aliev taking on, we're going to call him Shaqueme Rock. His official name is Shaqueme. The name that he goes by everywhere else is Shem. Nurullo Aliev, 10-0, undefeated, 5-0 in his career with 8 decisions, taking on Shem Rock, 12-1 in his career, 4-0-1 in his last 5, making his UFC debut. This is an interesting matchup here because they're both grapplers. You might look at Shem Rock and look at the flag and look at where he's fought and just make an assumption that he's a striker. He's not. He's a grappler. But we'll start on the Nurullo Aliev side. He's a dominant wrestler. He's been competing his entire life. People love to compare him to Khabib. That's like something that gets thrown out there all the time. It is somewhat similar in that...
He looks like him. That's why they say it.
I mean, he does look like him, but he's Tajikistani.
Whoa.
He's a Tajik.
Whoa.
He will shoot the takedowns, and what he does that's especially dominant is the control. You're not standing up on him. If he gets a takedown, you're staying down, which is why his per fight or per 15-minute takedown average is not very high, but he's got dominant control. He does have some forward pressure. He will walk down. He'll stay in your face. He'll throw some strikes. He's light on his feet. He'll jump around, but it's all just a dog and pony show to get to the hips to shoot a takedown. Once he takes you down, he's not dangerous. He's just looking to keep you there. Jacob and I just watched him fight in January where he beat Joe Selecki with 2 takedowns in 8 minutes of control. He's taking on Shem Rock, a long, lean grappler. He does a really good job transitioning from the wrestling to the jiu-jitsu, where Nurullo will shoot a takedown, get you to the ground, keep the base wide, elbows in. Shem will shoot a takedown halfway down to the ground, is going to wrap his arm around your waist, wrap the other one around your back, try to climb, try to find something, try to predict where you're going to land so he can jump into a submission.
Reach around.
He's always looking for a submission, even halfway through a takedown. This is absolutely wrestler versus grappler. Good old-fashioned wrestling versus jiu-jitsu nerdery. I'm picking the wrestler. I think Nurullo Aliev is certainly well-versed enough to not get caught in some random submission. He's certainly a good enough wrestler to not get taken down. I think he's going to win this fight. I do suspect this being a pretty boring fight. Over 2.5 is probably as close to a lock as you're going to get without it being a couple of ladies. Shem's a hype prospect. Shem probably has a decent future. This is just a dog shit matchup for him. He's a good grappler, and he's fighting a better grappler with better wrestling. Nurullo Aliev is the pick. What do you think, Jacoby?
I think that's a breakdown.
Boom. You got to say something, otherwise the video's too short.
Oh. So, me and Angelo were at the Nurullo. What is so funny?
Oh, I thought you were going to just... No, you're right. And I started laughing before you were going to say we were at the fights. I was waiting for some ridiculous story about me and you somewhere.
No. You said we were at the fights. So, yeah, we were at the fights when he was fighting Joe Selecki. And I've never seen somebody get literally kicked out and banned from the hospitality section of the Apex we were at. But Angelo, I mean, it was like, what was it, 4 or 5? I mean, it was like 6 plates. And we were there 13, 14 minutes. This guy's on plate 5 or 6, and they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And that guy had to basically sit on his fucking hands until the main card because they flipped the food over at the main card. But, I mean, am I wrong? We're there 15, 16 minutes. You're on plate 3 or 4. You're on beanies.
Show me the sign that said, the sign that said 2 plates of shrimp per person. Show me that sign. If there's a sign, there's a sign.
No, it's a common courtesy that the shrimp, nobody had shrimp.
The courtesy
you
was
had all the shrimp.
The courtesy was a $1,500 ticket.
Let me ask you a question.
I got $500 worth of fights and $1,000 worth of shrimp.
Thanksgiving next week, okay? Thanksgiving next week, okay? Let me lay out a scenario for you and see where your head is at on this one, okay? You go to a Thanksgiving thing. Let's say there's 10 people there. There is a tray of 12 deviled eggs. Your first trip through, how many deviled eggs are you taking?
How many people are there?
There's 10 people. There's 12 deviled eggs total.
10 people includes children?
I would say yes.
All right, I'll take 2 deviled eggs.
And you took fucking 45 shrimp. It adds up. You take 1 deviled egg, you wait to see what's going on, then you come back and grab 2 or 3. Not everyone's taking deviled eggs, but it's about respect.
Yeah, I mean, if there's 12 and there's only 10 people, 6 of whom are adults, I'm taking 2. Taking 2. I know Tiff doesn't eat them, so I have hers. Just like when you go to a wedding.
I just wanted some shrimp.
Just like when you go to a wedding and they pass hors d'oeuvres.
You had two plates of only shrimp, and I'm like, can I get? And you were like a fucking.
It's free over there. Why are you taking off my plate?
All the shrimp was on your plates.
You don't watch Friends, but this is a Joey doesn't share food moment. Get your own. Get your own. Who do you think wins this fight, though? We didn't get there yet.
There was a little bit of concern at the end of that fight. Joe Solecki got a takedown straight to full mount. But I think that was more of like Aliev knew the fight was almost over. The takedown happened. He stayed safe. You know, it is what it is. Joe Solecki is a guy that is very comfortable on the ground, very comfortable off his back, was trying to throw up the triangles or whatever. Got Aliev in kind of these half-assed triangles at times, and you could see the poise of Aliev in those exchanges. He wasn't panicking at all. He's like, all right, fucking just gas your legs. I don't give a fuck, gas your legs out. Because as you said, he's very comfortable of just, if he's on top, he doesn't give a fuck what you're doing. He's just going to stay on top. Okay, do your fucking little jiu-jitsu thing. Okay, I'm out of it. Now I'm scoring again. And I think that's how this fight probably goes. As Shaq is on his back, I'm trying to do jiu-jitsu stuff, and Aliev has just crazy, crazy control. So I like Aliev here. Obviously, crazy things can happen, but we were worried a little bit with Aliev in his last fight. Layoff. Dangerous guy on the ground. Joe Solecki
threw some stuff up, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, and it was like, oh yeah, he fucking controlled it. He was fine, so he should be fine here. Like he said, Shaq could be a guy in the future, but it's a bad match. Aliev's gonna be a bad matchup for a lot of people at 145.
And the UFC will cut him the second he loses because he's boring as shit. He's a Tajik Grant Dawson. That's the best way to describe him.
Grant gets finishes.
He only finished. What's his name? And he's not tough anymore. Rafa Garcia. That's his only finish. Literally. He's a Tajik Grant Dawson. Great. I mean, I'm fucking slaying with that. That was a great analogy. It's also insane that this dude goes by Shem instead of Shaq. Why wouldn't you go by Shaq? What a world. $9,200 in DraftKings Fantasy. The reality is he will get takedowns. He will get control. Control is your friend in DraftKings Fantasy, but takedowns are your better friend. It's 5 points per takedown. So if Shem could stand up and then he could take him back down, that would be outstanding. That's probably not going to happen. I don't think I spend the $9,200 despite being very confident in a Nurullo Aliev win. If you want to check out every pick, every bet, every tool, go to WeWantPicks.com. At the top, there's a button that says Become a Member. You click that, you instantly have access to the world's greatest tool set for winning. No. The world's greatest tool set for placing. Heading into fight weekend. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Did you ask if I like trains?
Yeah.
One of us is autistic and it's not me, so no. Jacob, why are batteries bad?
I'm not playing these stupid fucking games anymore, okay? We got people that are tuned in for fights. People are tuned in for the breakdowns. People are tuned in for professionalism. People that probably have turned away from a guy like MMA Guru because he's been saying some wild stuff. Maybe they're turning to something a little bit more professional. And that's where I like to be at, Angelo. So you can save your fucking nonsense.
You just asked me.
All your fucking, excuse me, sir. You can save all your fucking bullshit jokes and your fucking fun and happy and all. Let's fucking, ooh, shit, piss, fuck, cunt, ass, titties, all this stuff. Ooh, ball sack, ooh, hairy, ooh, boosie gooch. That's not me. I'm trying to dial it in. Let's move on to the next breakdown, please.
Who said boozy gooch? And the punchline is they're free of charge. We got a couple of Super Chatterinos. $3.49 New Zealand from I Dig That. Ange isn't racist at all. Tiff's boyfriend is black. I need to read these before I pin them on the screen. Thank you. $2 super chat. Jacob is MMA sniper from Crips Keeper. It's not. You don't snipe with a shotgun. There you go. There's your sniper.
No, that's
there he is.
That's the 50 cal hammer bringing.
Oh, the bolt action.
I shoulder that shit. A lot of people are laying on the ground with it. Hell no.
Just flying backwards. Gucci Gill with the $4.99. Jacob, How we feeling after the JDM robbery? Oh, it's a troll job. Dude clearly won 3 rounds. Reminds you of your fight with Ange. People starting to have real questions. Okay, all right.
Gucci Girl, I appreciate you recognizing that, and I appreciate you, again, bringing up the fact that I did beat Angelo in that fight. And I will say, and I mentioned it on Twitter, and I think if you guys look at the stats, if you guys see what I see, JDM quite literally outstruck Islam in the first round. Quite literally outstruck Islam in the 5th round. So now it comes down to, okay, you got controlled a little bit in the 2nd round. You got controlled a little bit in the 4th round. So it comes down to the 3rd round. The strikes in the 3rd round was 11 to Islam, 9 to JDM. But if you remember that exchange in the 3rd round where Islam kind of has him a little bit in that Muay Thai clinch, JDM is
that was,
I mean, rips the fucking body. And I think those were the most damaging shots of that round. So now you have a situation here where JDM is outstriking him in the 1st round, outstriking him in the 5th round, doing more damage with the same amount of strikes in the 3rd round. I'm looking at that fight, and I think history is going to be on my side in this one. Once people start rewatching that fight, once people start understanding the fight game and how fights play out, once people start really assessing fights and not just hugging and control, they're going to side with me. And JDM, in my opinion, won 3 rounds, and I thought he won that fight.
You sound like a Vegas judge. That's very possible. $1.99 from Moises E. Pasquale. We need Jacob on a bad takes episode.
I would make Josh Thompson fucking cry.
I can't have you two together because you'll just gang up on me is what'll happen.
I would make that little dude cry.
You might be taller than Josh. You should show up. Yeah, might. That's a might. That's not a guarantee. That's a might. That is a might. All of a sudden, Jacob comes over for fight nights and strategically stands nowhere near Bo. Josh is over. You're just like standing right next to him the whole time. There you go. Good joke.